Do you know clownfish will actually start to recognize you over time? They'll even swim to the front of the tank and say hi when you're videotaping them. So what are we making today, Smoke? Said salsa, right? I mean, I like salsa. What's wrong, buddy? It's your YouTube channel. I just did the cooking. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Smoke Cooks, where I do the cooking and Smoke does the bean smoke. So today I'm going to show you how to make salsa as the first video in the Just Make It Yourself video series I'm going to be doing. This series is going to focus around how easy it is to just make some of the things that you buy at the store by yourself. How much cheaper it is, how much better tasting it is. And today we're starting with salsa. Now this is actually the third time I've made this video because I keep making mistakes with the recording process, not the actual salsa. So hopefully I can get through this without having to make it a fourth time. So let's get started and make some salsa in real time. So here's our standard salsa container, right, that we would get at the store. It's cost me $5. It's full of mostly water with a few onions, some bell pepper, no fruit, and not much flavor at all, right? We've all bought it. We've all had it. It's fine. But let's see how much cheaper we can fill this up for. So what do we have here? Roma tomatoes, some red onion, jalapeno, and some mango. We're gonna make a mango salsa today with a little bit of jalapeno. If jalapeno is too spicy for you, just throw some green peppers in there. Throw some red peppers in there. That's an option too. So we'll start up, right? We're gonna take our Roma tomatoes, cut them into quarters, into the blender. All right, if you don't have a Vitamix, that is fine. You can use any old blender. I would if you're gonna be cooking in your life, I would suggest, getting something better than that dollar store, blender that you grew up with, that your parents had for 10 bucks, they got from Walmart or whatever. Spend $100 on a blender. It'll make a big difference. It'll make things a lot easier for you. It'll make things a lot better for you. But we're just gonna quarter up these, throw them in our blender. You don't need a Vitamix. I love my Vitamix, but a Bullet, Nutris, whatever that thing is, those are all fine too. So I'm gonna chop these up. And that's all it takes. That's our base. That is our salsa base. So, jalapeno, right? Cut it down the middle. There's two ways to cut a jalapeno. You can do it the just easy way, right? Chop down the center. Or you can cut it down into batons, going down the sides. I'll show you both real quick. Now we don't want too much jalapeno because we're not making too much salsa, but you cut down the side, right? Cut it into batons, across. Line up your batons, cut it into cubes. Into the pot. Stack these up on top of each other to do two at a time. Chop down. Cross into cubes and into the pot. Now, second way, just cut it into circles like you're gonna make fried jalapenos, or you're gonna pickle some. Cut down one side, cut into cubes, or cut into quarters, bring it together. Just go across, rock your blade across. This is a standard blade rock, right? One of the easiest things to learn with chopping. Just one hand on the handle, one hand on the end of the blade, rock back and forth, cut through your thing. Very easy to do, very easy to learn. to one side. And into the blender. And again, if jalapeno's too spicy for you, use a bell pepper. If it's not spicy enough, use a habanero. Cutting an onion, right? Easiest way to do it. Knuckles back, hold it like a little baseball. Chop down the sides, or chop down a little all the way across, just like this. Saw into the flesh, hold it together, saw into the flesh, and then chop across. And that will give you nice, even, almost cubes. It's a good chop for a salsa. Remember, we're just doing a rough chop here, right? It's all gonna get to know itself in the refrigerator overnight. It's gonna be great. Cut across, separate that self, take this little end piece, chop down, rock blade across. No waste, whole thing chopped. And into the blender. Now, mango, right? The way I like to do this, cut it down the center, the piece you have, until you get two more flatter pieces. Then just go across one way, go across the other way to get your cubes. Go across one way, stack it back up, go across the other way. A nice, easy, rough chop. If you got any huge pieces, just cut those in half. And that is all you need. Into the blender. And you have yourself a nice fruit salsa. You can use apple if you want, if you know, mango's not your thing. Throw in a little seasoning. Okay. Our seasoning's a little jammed up at the moment. Once I got some water in there. Put our top back on. Cover it up. And just give it a shake. Everything's nice and mixed up. Pour it into our container. And we're done. And we are done. Better tasting, cheaper, probably $2 worth of ingredients. Now, you could eat this right away if you wanted, but this is going to be much better the next day. Leave it in the fridge overnight. Use it on your meat, use it on your chips, and it's really that easy, and it's really that quick. So, just make it yourself. We're going to be here doing cooking videos quite often once I get everything set up, start learning things. I know this video's kind of, well, not edited at all, but I'm going to leave it up. It'll be fun in a few years to see how far I've come as a channel, and this is a good first video. So, have a great night, y'all.